What in my background gives you qualifications to this vacancy? Uh, well, I don't want to say two things, but I would say, and not speaking to my work record, and maybe I'll cover that in a second, but I would say in the last 3 years that I've been involved with our community and what's going on in the school board and coming to school board meetings, I know more about Rockingham County Public Schools in the last 3 years that my kids have been homeschooled than I ever knew when I was in public school, and then as an adult when my kids were in public schools for 6 years here in Rockingham County. I know way more. I mean, I could tell you more about the classrooms. I could tell you more about the policies. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and after my husband goes off to work, I sit a lot of times and I read through our policies while my kids are homeschooled. This is what I do. And this is what I've been doing for years. Like, even before I decided to run for school board, I was doing that because I was that concerned, because these kids in public school, who most of them I know, they're going to grow up, they're going to marry my kids, and they're going to work with my kids, and they're going to build houses next to each other and mow lawns next to each other. And, it's community. Right. So I'm and the largest, the mass amount of students and people that I'm going to be neighbors with, they're going to have come through the public school system. So that's why I care about it. I mean, I care about my kids. I love them, but I take care of them. Right. So what else can I do in my community to take care of all of the rest? When I was a teenager, like, I wanted to be in youth ministry, and I was a youth. And so my grandmother, with good intentions, always said, she's like, your cousin's going to grow up and sing, because I couldn't sing. And I don't know if she knew that, but anyways, the cousin was going to sing, and I was going to be in youth ministry. And in the church world, like, you grow up, and if you're good with kids, like, you're a youth pastor, or you're a youth leader, So I know she had good intentions, but I think she saw a gift in me that I loved kids. And I still do. And I think that that's just a gift that I had inside of me, a strength even. And so that's sort of, I would say, if anything in my background qualified me, it would be the dedication that I've put into Rockingham County in the last 3 years, way more than I ever put in when my kids were actually in public school for the 6 years. And I substituted, and I volunteered, and I went on field trips, and I came in and did crafts with them when they had their special day. I did all that, but I really didn't know anything about the schools other than they were really good at building the reading and writing foundation. But it's important that we know more than that. And I may just stop. I think I'm just going to leave that there with my background, because I think that covers what's relevant to today. And is there anything else I would like you to know? I feel like I've told you everything that you need to know. So that is all I have to say. That's the tea.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are now free to go, or?
Okay. What in your background gives you the qualifications to fill this vacancy? Excuse me 1 second. So I did not follow the traditional method for school. I attended a private Christian school, and then my last year of school, when I was 16, it was a homeschool program that I actually graduated from while attending our local community college. So I was actually in my last year of high school attending community college, and I had a full-time job as a pastry chef at a resort where I lived. My family, we lived on a farm, and the means were just not available for me to attend college. So I had to make sure that I put a lot of time and effort and thought into my future educational plans, which is why when I came to this area, I chose to apply for a job at an Institute of Higher Education here, because I wanted to get my degree. And I knew that way I could get my degree paid for. And my master's degree, I was very fortunate to receive from JMU. My bachelor's degree was from EMU. Those degrees have really helped me to understand how to communicate with each other, especially when we will have differences, because let's be honest, we will all have a difference of opinion, but I have learned to work through those challenges and understand that we should all be respectful of each other and treat each other with respect. And that needs to be the foundation of any and all relationships. And through my experience at my place of work, I have spent many, many years working with fiscal policies. And through those policies, I have had to weed through a lot of bureaucracy and figure out a way to fund things that are necessary. So one of the things that I know are necessary in our area is SROs. Another thing that is important in our area is swipe access on our doors. And I know those are things that we have talked about in the budget process when I've been to those meetings. So I know y'all are on it. So I'm not coming here saying you're doing a bad job. I'm just coming here saying, let me help you. Let me see what I can do to help you get those things passed so that we can move on and start focusing on the education and start being the shining star in the state of Virginia in regards to education. And also, I have had a lot of experience running businesses. Those businesses have provided me the opportunity to work with some high-level government employees and has shown me that in all these interactions, integrity is what matters most. When I host a wedding at my venue, when I host a corporate retreat at our venue, or when we're doing a construction project, integrity is key. And I believe that I need to use that skill that I have honed over the years and working with the fiscal policies, working with integrity, and being able to quickly assess a problem and find a solution, because that's where we're at now. We know what the problems are. We're always going to have problems, but finding a way to come to that solution is what is crucial. And that is where I feel like I have the experience and the wherewithal and the educational acumen to be able to help you do that. Like I said, I'm not here to replace you. I'm here to say, what do you want me to do? How can I help you get this done? And let's do this together. So that would be a little bit about me. And just know I speak in vague terms about where I'm employed, not because I'm embarrassed of where I work. I'm very proud of where I work, but I've just been advised not to share the names of the companies. So I'm very proud of where I work and what I've done. And in a private setting, I would be very happy to share with you in great detail about those experiences. Is there anything else you would like us to know about you? Well, I guess the one thing that I would start with is that I care a lot, and I hold that in my soul. And that care that I have for my community is just who I am. And I want others to feel that they are loved, that they are respected for the human being that they are. And all throughout life, you go through difficult times, and there is that one person that will make the difference in your life. That one word that somebody shared, that one smile, that one putting your arm around somebody saying, I'm here with you. There's going to be that person in your life. And that's the person that I have tried to be. And, I have worked very hard in my neighborhood and in my community to be that person in our neighborhood. And now, after I've spent years forming those relationships, I want to move on, and I want to take that to the next level. And I believe being here on the school board, I would like to help institute change that inspires others, that helps others know that they are valued, that encourages them to make good choices, and that comes alongside and says, I'm here with you. Because that's really, in the long run, we want to know that we have somebody in our corner. And I know each and every one of you on this board, you've had differences of opinions, but I know in your heart that that's what you want as well, because I've seen you in different forms and different fashions and different ways. I've seen you exhibit those, and know that that is very much appreciated, because I know your heart is in the right place. I know it is. And I know that given this opportunity to be on the school board would allow me to come alongside of each and every one of you and hopefully help us become the beacon of how a school board should be run. Now, was that my entire time? Okay. Well, being as I'm going to give you 5 minutes back in your day, because I know y'all have had a long day and I respect that. So
That's-
is there any other questions or?
Nope.
No?
Thank you very much. You are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for applying.
Yes.